Top 10 Tourist Attractions in Portland, Oregon. Straddling the banks of the winding Willamette River, Portland is Oregon's largest city, being home to roughly half of the state's entire population. While its lively yet laid-back atmosphere, thriving cultural scene and wealth of wonderful gardens all make it a very desirable place to live, the City of Roses is also an increasingly popular tourist destination. 10. International Rose Test Garden. As Portland is known as the City of Roses, no visit to town can ever be complete without taking a leisurely stroll around the International Rose Test Garden. Also part of Washington Park, it sprawls over a huge area with colorful flowers, fountains and manicured lawns wherever you look. The oldest garden of its kind in the country, it was first opened to the public in 1917 and now boasts over 10,000 rose bushes of some 600 or so varieties. The best time to visit is between April and September as all the flowers are in bloom and their sweet scents waft through the air. 9. Forest Park. Portland visitors seeking an outdoor wilderness adventure may not realize it's closer than they think. It was envisioned in 1903 by the sons of the man who designed New York City's Central Park, but it didn't become a reality until 1948. The park, located in the Tualatin Mountains, overlooks northwest Portland. The park offers more than 80 miles of trails for hikers, bikers and horseback riders. Users must stay on their allotted trails to avoid harming the lush vegetation and wildlife. 8. Portland Aerial Tram. Passengers on the Portland Aerial Tram can get a bird's-eye view of the city as they ride 500 feet above the city. The tram travels from South Waterfront to Markham Hill, passing over houses, businesses and freeways. The trip 4 minutes as the tramcars zoom along at 22 miles per hour. The tramcars hold 79 people and include commuters as well as visiting passengers. The upper terminal also has an enclosed sky bridge that is the largest in North America. 7. Pittock Mansion. Nestled among the woods of the West Hills is one of Portland's most loved landmarks, the Pittock Mansion. Newspaper publisher Henry Pittock started construction on the French Renaissance-style chateau in 1909. The mansion featured 46 eclectically decorated rooms overlooking downtown Portland. The city bought the house in 1964, sinking millions of dollars into its restoration. Some visitors may recognize the house since it starred in several films and TV shows, including First Love, Unhinged and The Amazing Race. 6. Oregon Museum of Science and Industry. Science buffs won't want to miss out seeing the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry, known locally as OMSI, when they visit Portland. The museum offers a host of exhibits and hands-on activities dealing with natural sciences, industry and technology. A submarine exhibit features the USS Blueback, which was featured in the movie The Hunt for Red October. A visit to OMSI could easily be combined with a visit to the Oregon Zoo since they are adjacent to each other. 5. Portland Saturday Market. Shoppers looking for something different in the way of arts and crafts, handmade clothing and jewelry, or food likely will be able to find these items and a whole lot more at the Portland Saturday Market. This popular market draws about 1 million visitors during its open months of March through December. The name Portland Saturday Market may be a misnomer, however, since the market also is open on Sunday. 4. Grotto Gardens. Portland is a very pretty city, but it can also be a very busy one. A good place to escape the hustle and bustle is the Grotto Gardens, known officially as the Sanctuary of Our Sorrowful Mother. You don't have to be Catholic, however, to experience the sense of peace and serenity the garden has. Lush greenery provides an oasis of quiet and has been since 1924. The centerpiece of the garden is Our Lady Grotto, a statue of Mary carved into a 110-foot-high cliff. 3. Lan Su Chinese Garden. Travelers who want to experience a traditional Chinese garden without having to visit the Middle Kingdom should head, instead, for Lan Su Chinese Garden. Since one of Portland's sister cities is Suzhou, China, it was only natural for Suzhou artisans to travel here to recreate a Ming Dynasty garden. This botanical garden is based on the Chinese tradition of melding design, architecture and nature in a harmonious setting. Also known as the Garden of Awakening Orchids, Lan Su Chinese Garden showcases plants, some quite rare, that are native to China. A traditional tea house offers visitors a place to relax. 2. Pearl District. The name Pearl District may be a misnomer. While visitors may be able to find pearl jewelry there, the area got its name because of its trendiness. As one of Portland's hottest neighborhoods, it's full of great restaurants, art galleries, unique boutiques and businesses that want to be where it's all happening in downtown Portland. Book lovers will especially love the Pearl District since it's home to the original Powell's City of Books, the world's largest independent bookseller that has more than 1 million new and used books in 3,500 sections for sale. 1. Washington Park. Washington Park is one of the city's oldest parks, dating back to 1891. As such, it is filled with history and some of the best-known tourist attractions in Portland. The park center is home to the cast-iron chiming fountain that features gargoyles at the base. It was created by a Swiss woodcarver who modeled it after a Renaissance fountain. The park is also home to one of the most highly ranked Japanese garden in North America and the outstanding rose garden, the flower Portland is famous for. Because Washington Park is so popular, parking is limited during the summer months. The city recommends Max Light Rail instead.